by order of His Highness the King, we present the Great Sir Eldric IV Quiz. The Great Sir Eldric IV Quiz, a game by Katie, inspired by the Genius Test game series by Michael Gilbert, a.k.a. Atticus Lodius. Created with ChooseYourStory.com. Big thanks, you should have made thanks all capital letters, to Burka Zerka, Fergie14233, missing the Oxford comma, and Solo Strike for their tutorials. Special thanks, that should be in a different font so that it's special, to Breezy134, Braden Dvorak, and Ayavatus, also missing the grocer's comma, for help and support. So, when you have a list of 3 things like this is fine, technically, but I'm a fan of what's called the Oxford comma or a grocer's comma, and that comes right here after the second item in a list. Well, I shouldn't say after the second item. You put a comma after every item in the list except, including right here. Whereas, here you don't have one. So I like that comma. I think it's a good comma. That's my preferred comma. Begin. I also don't know, I have no clue why I'm doing this voice. Introduction. Hi, Eldric. Why, hello there. I hope you have enjoyed the card I made for you, (and parenthesis). Especially because the person who made this is named Katie and probably is a girl and probably sounds nothing like an old-timey radio guy. And if you are reading this, comma, then you have read the entire card and solved the puzzle at the end. Now, if you are, comma, if you are reading this, comma, so here we're missing another comma, although that's not an Oxford comma. And now, it's time for you to play. And now, it's time for you to play. I guess that makes sense. And, yeah. It's a pause, comma. And now, pause. It's time for you to play, ... A review by Axeman13. The Great Sir Eldric IV Quiz. Are you ready? Well, I want to say yes, but there's no yes button. I only have a continue button. Rules. So, how does this quiz work? Quiz in capital. Not all caps, just capitalized. Well, this quiz, points for, consistency, was inspired by the Genius Test games and will work in the same formula. I don't think that second comma is necessary. I don't think that one is. You have 3 lives to go answer 20. You have 3 lives to go answer 20 questions. You have 3 lives to answer 20 questions. Lose all your lives. This is, I think, where an ellipsis should occur, the 3 dots. And you have to start all the way from the beginning. So, guy who doesn't study for a major test yet makes a perfect score and even gets the bonus question correct. This is true. That happened. Let's see how well you'll do in this test, a.k.a. quiz. I'm hoping that voice is staying consistent because it kind of sounds slightly different now. One more thing from Jackie Chan Adventures. This quiz was created with ChooseYourStory.com. I kind of got that because it said it on the first page of the quiz, and I'm at a website called ChooseYourStory.com. This was the best available software for me to create this quiz. However, there are some limitations in it, and these limitations mean I can't prevent you from cheating. I'm not going to cheat, I'm recording this. So, I'm simply going to ask you, please do not use the go back and restart buttons at the top of the page, okay? Or the back button in your browser, okay? Or the backspace key on your keyboard, okay? Okay. Start the quiz. I like this picture, little kitten. This was my desktop for a long time when I was in college because it's super cute. It's so super cute. A brief comment on the previous question will be shown up here. Obviously, there has not been a previous question. Yes, there was. The question was, are you ready? All right. 3 lives. Question number 1. How many mistakes in total did Eldric make during his playthroughs of all 6 of the original Genius Test games? 3, 5, 7, or 9? Okay, so let's work this out. 3, 5, 7, and 9 are all odd numbers. Okay. 9 is the only non-prime because 3, 5, and 7 are all prime numbers. 9, in addition to not being prime, is also a squared number. It's 3 squared. What else? Okay, so anyway, I know for a fact that I got most of the quizzes 100% on my first try. But I know also that I missed questions on more than one quiz, because I remember having to get to the end of the quiz and not getting the highest score and having to go back through because I missed a question. But the question is, did I miss 3 questions or did I miss 5 questions? I believe... How many did I miss? If it was 3, that means I missed 2 in one quiz and 1 another. I know there's a quiz where I missed more than 1 question. I remember that because I got a game over on one of the quizzes. So I had to have missed more than 3, because I think you can miss 3 questions on a quiz. So we're going to go with 5. Bonk. Yes, Eldric made 4 mistakes in the first genius... Wow, 4 mistakes in the first genius test? Even getting a game over. Told you I got a game over in one of them. And only 1 mistake in Genius Text 6. Just like we made 1 mistake in the name Genius Test 6. The rest of the Genius tests he managed to pass without missing a single question. So, his total score is 115 over 120, or 95. In America, we use a decimal point instead of a comma. 95.83%. It doesn't even make sense in English. Like 95,83. No, it's 95.83. How do you say that in other languages where you use the comma as a decimal point? That I'm interested, because I honestly have no clue. Like, I know continental Europe uses the comma for a decimal point. I don't know if all of continental Europe, but I know there's some countries in continental Europe that do. And just what is the syntax for that when you speak the number out loud? Very good, Eldric. Very good. And those commas are both correct. Very good, Eldric. Very good. Because if that first comma wasn't there, it's very good, Eldric. And I would say that of the Eldrics, I'm probably a very good Eldric, but... Question 2. Which of these games is a WarioWare-esque? Esque is usually E-S-Q-U-E. I believe it's French in origin, because that's a lot of letters for just an esque sound. Microgame collection. Number Ninjas, I remember, is when you're playing as a number and you're climbing ladders and whatnot. Ninja or Nun 2 is a game where you have a bunch of nuns on the screen and you have to find the ninja. The Ninja Warriors is one of my favorite Super Nintendo games, and literally the first Let's Play I did. Ninja Glove, which I believe is the right answer. Space Ninja, which I don't have any recollection of. Or Number Ninjas, which we already explained before. 2 number ninjas. But I'm pretty sure it's Ninja Glove, because you had the fingers and whatnot. Boom! Plenty of ninja games. Could Eldric secretly be a ninja? I love ninjas, or ninja, or ninjutsu. But I am a very big fan of historical, actual ninja, and not as big a fan of the magical, super-powered, ninjas are totally awesome kind of ninjas. Like when Naruto was out, let's not get this wrong. I like stories about magic power ninjas who have all these, special stuffs. Like I liked Naruto. My brother had like the entire series on DVD. He got all the box sets and he was really big into it, and I watched them all. And they were enjoyable. But real ninjas, I think, are so much cooler because they don't have any magic powers, and yet they still manage to accomplish a whole bunch of stuff. The thing is, ninja were never very good at fighting. They weren't meant to fight. Their job was to spy on people 99% of the time and occasionally assassinate someone, which usually happened in their sleep. They would kill you while you were sleeping because they didn't want to fight you Essentially, if a ninja killed you, you should never know that the ninja was there in the first place. They get in, they kill you, and they get out. And they don't even really sneak in. It would be such a waste of time for you to be sleeping and some ninja to try and break into your castle from outside and kill you all in one night. No, ninjas typically would, for years, work as farmers and just like women in the castle cooking and cleaning. And they would just live that way for years, gathering information, sending out letters and stuff to report back, but, you know, not actually doing anything other than their job, whatever their cover story job was. And then, for example, one night, they might, usually, I'm not going to say usually, but one of the favorite stories that I had read about kunoichi, which are female ninja, like one of them would go to bed with the daimyo or whoever they were supposed to assassinate. And then in the middle of the night, while they were sleeping, they would use their hairpin or something to kill the person while they're still sleeping. And then they would sneak out, and then they would never show up again. In and out, super cool. That's the way ninjas are supposed to be. What was the first game? Oh, I'm sorry. What was the first game that Eldric played blindly? Genius Test, Karoshi, Nintama Rontaro, or Achievement Unlocked? Okay. I don't think it was Genius Test. Karoshi is one of the very first games I ever LP'd, especially Flash games. Nintama Rontaro was the Nintendo game that I had no clue what it was. And I was just like, let's play this. And then it was awful. And then Achievement Unlocked is definitely not it. I'm pretty sure Genius Test and Achievement Unlocked are not it. But the question is, did I Let's Play blindly Karoshi? And I want to say I didn't. Because I remember saying like, oh, and here's how you do this, and like showing off stuff and not figuring it out. But man, I remember Nintama Rontaro was really close to the beginning of my LPs. But was it the first Let's Play blind? And maybe Super Karoshi was a blind one. And that Let's Play is actually what introduced me to your channel. How many videos are in the Let's Play Flash 2 playlist? All right. 30, 80, 140, or 190. I believe there's a limit of either 50 or 100 videos in a playlist. It's a hard limit. That's why Let's Play Flash 2 exists. It wouldn't let me add any more videos to the first Let's Play Flash playlist. The question is it a 50 or 100 video limit? Now, I have 900-ish videos on my channel. And so the fact that I might have only ever played 180 total, 50 plus 30 Flash games does not sound right. So I'm going to say 80 because it's probably 100 and then 80 on top of that. And yet the first Let's Play Flash playlist has 200 videos. 200 is the limit? That is okay. I know there was a limit, but man, I didn't think it was 200. Have you been slacking off in playlist updates? I might have been slacking off at some point. I remember I didn't think about using playlists until after I had uploaded a whole bunch of videos. Someone mentioned to me in a comment or in a private message years ago, it's like, oh, you should put your stuff into a playlist. I think that person had put my stuff into a playlist, but that didn't help anybody on my channel, so I had to make my own playlists. And I remember asking in a video for people to help me figure out if any videos are missing from the playlist. Because I had gone back through YouTube and like checked boxes and clicked add to playlist. And then when you click like 5 videos and add them to a playlist, YouTube doesn't put them into the playlist in the right order. So then I had to go into the playlists and reorder the stuff. And then YouTube underwent a redesign, and it became a pain in the butt to figure out how to even create a playlist again. But, yeah. What car did Eldric win in Concentration? I believe I won a Fiero. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a Volvo or a BMW. This is a hard one. I'm going to go with Fiero. Yes, the last pair of cars you match is the prize you receive. I think that's supposed to be cards, but it is a pair of cars as well because it was 2 cars on 2 cards. What was the first monster that Eldric battled in Alfie's quest? Plant, bookshelf, door, or gold? Oh, man. I want to say it was either a plant or a door as the first monster. I want to say I fought both of those things because I imagine Adkit would definitely make the door an enemy, so you could not avoid fighting it. But I'm pretty sure he would also make the plant an enemy for every person on Earth who's going to try and look at the plant to find items. So I'm going to say plant. No, it was not a plant. Okay. That makes me think bookshelf is also on the list. So let's try door. Yes. Or a demon. It's a demon door, because everything in the world has been transformed into demons. How many parts did the Let's Play of Continuity last? Oh, geez, Louise. This is an unfair question. How many parts did the Let's Play of Continuity last? My initial thought, the off-the-top number that popped into my head, which is what they tell you to do on tests, the first thing that comes to mind, the first answer that you think of is probably the right one. Well, my first answer that popped into my head was 4. So, not 4. 2 is the only even number. All 4 of these are prime numbers, so we can't use that to help us figure this out. Continuity. You'd think with a name like Continuity, the Let's Play would be more parts than fewer. So I'm inclined to think 5. I'm going to say it's probably not 7. Let's try 5. 5 is going to be wrong, right? Oh my gosh! Is it ironic that the Let's Play of Continuity was not a single video? Not continuous? Yes, it was not a continuous video. That's the irony. It is irony. That's actually irony. You would think a video called Continuity would be continuous, but it wasn't. Aha! We actually used the word ironic appropriately. Good on you. Which of these games that Eldric did a Let's Play Flash on is actually an HTML5 game? Oh, crap. It's No One Has to Die. I'm pretty sure it's No One Has to Die because of the weird way that game didn't quite always respond to controls properly. Bobby the Arrow Murder, which... Okay, so here's the thing. You guys aren't really privy to this, but I can tell you a lot of my most watched games are Flash games because all the people who are looking for walkthroughs and whatnot to get through a game end up on my videos to watch the Flash games. And I have had, over the past several weeks, dozens of comments on Murder saying that I'm an idiot, that I'm stupid, and in multiple languages too. I've had Portuguese comments and Spanish comments and Russian comments because I didn't know that the dude in a red shirt healed you rather than hurt you. But there was not very much in the game to indicate that. So... bah is what I say. Clicker Heroes was such a clicky game. I want to avoid the word boring, but just a clicky game. So I'm pretty sure it's No One Has to Die. Yep. You can easily tell the difference between a Flash game and an HTML5 game by doing a right click. As when doing a right click in HTML5, no menu would pop up. HTML5 is the new technology and is actually actively replacing Flash. That's true. From what I understand, and I have no clue about Flash or HTML5, but from what I understand, HTML5 is a more secure platform. Flash is open to vulnerabilities, and if you can't trust your source, running a Flash app can actually put harmful script into your computer, like execute harmful script and whatnot. Flash is also not as stable as HTML5, and it might not be as fully featured as HTML5. Like, I think HTML5 is able to accomplish more things than Flash. I think HTML5 is also not expensive. Like if you wanted to actually use Flash and pay for it like a good person, it's expensive, whereas HTML5 is not. But again, I really don't know much about Flash and HTML5. I just know that a lot more stuff on Newgrounds and what have you is HTML5 now. Question 9. When Eldric played Save the Company off-screen, he beat the game in under 5 minutes. When he Let's Played the game, he slightly improved his time. By how much? Okay, I do not remember Save the Company at all, but apparently I beat it in under 5 minutes. And then I beat it again even faster. And my gosh, are you good at picking random extra answers? So when you're designing test questions as a faculty member, you have a correct answer, and then you have, for example, in a ABCD 4 choice, multiple choice question, you have 3 distractors. An answer is a distractor. It's meant to distract you from the right answer. But when you have your class take the test, you can then do some analysis on it, and you can find out how often certain answers are chosen, certain incorrect answers are chosen. And the more often an incorrect answer is chosen, the better a distractor it is. However, if too many people choose a distractor and they don't get the question correct, that could point out that maybe you didn't teach that point very well. This doesn't count because this is trivia. This isn't a lesson where you can apply logic. It's literally just, can you remember it and or can you guess it well? All right, so it says I slightly improved my time. So unless you're being, I don't want to say facetious. What's the word I want? Unless you are trying to mislead me with the word slightly, I'm guessing it's not 1 minute or 2 minutes, because that's a significant improvement over 5 minutes or just under 5 minutes. So I would say 2 seconds or 37 seconds are the real choices here. 2 seconds is very much a slight improvement in time. 37 seconds is a little bit more remarkable. So I'm going to go with 37 seconds because I think I'm remarkable. Wrong! So 2 seconds. We interrupt this quiz to bring you this super special one-time offer. Super special extra question. Answer this question correctly and you'll receive an extra life. Your question is, what website is this? Well, it's YouTube. But you don't want it to be YouTube. Okay, so you don't want it to be YouTube because blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So we can use our context clues to figure this out. The first thing that we can do to figure this out is there's actual stuff around the edges of the screen. Armor Games and Congregate, as awesome as many games and stuff as they have, their websites are just white and they're not very inventive unless they've changed them recently. Albino Black Sheep has a black website. That's part, it's kind of one of the things that they do. And Newgrounds usually will have actual designs and stuff in the background of their website, and they update them frequently. I say frequently, they update them every so often, but they get updated. However, I know for certain that this is a Newgrounds website because it has a Tank Man right here, and Tank Man is one of the mascots for Newgrounds. Plus, it's one of my favorite websites, so why wouldn't it be Newgrounds? Correct. Extra life. Ooh, way to hide continue quiz at the bottom here where it would be poorly noticed. It's a little bit obfuscated. Yes, from 453 to 451. You can't really do old-timey radio voice and say words like yeah. It just doesn't sound right because it's not old-timey. Not much of an improvement, is it? Not much of an improvement, is it not? Not much of an improvement, is it? I'm not going to argue about the grammatics of it. I'm going to make up words too. But I will say the natural flow of speaking is not much of an improvement, is it? That's how it would be said. There's a game on Steam called... Oh, no, never mind. One of the people I know on Steam has changed his or her username to Hail Hydra. I thought they were playing a game called Hail Hydra. What game did Eldric want to play, but found out that Newgrounds is down? Oh. Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know. This is the only level 3. Revive, omit orange, or full moon. I know I've played This is the only level 3 and omit orange. Like, I remember those videos distinctly. I can't remember what revive is. And I kind of remember full moon. I want to say that's a game with a silhouette art style. I'm going to say revive, but this is really kind of a guess. And I'm choosing it because it's the one I don't know. No, it is not revive. Okay. Well, I only have one life to live. So I kind of want to say This is the only level 3, only in the sense that everybody would have asked for me to play that game. And when I couldn't play it because the website is down, I would say, hey, the website's down. Look, I can't play it, but I totally want to. But I honestly don't know. It's all guesses. Let's choose it, and then we're going to lose the quiz. So, I am stuck crawling into the cesspool of the internet. I went to Arma Games, and I am unhappy with Arma Games. Okay, so it was This is the only level 3. Which of these games did Eldric do a Let's Play on that wasn't a blind Let's Play? Oh, crud. Well, Universal Crossword would have to be blind, because there'd be no point in me playing a crossword that I've already seen. Dungeon Developer. Gravity Duck. I kind of want to say it was Gravity Duck, but I also could say Bat Country. I'm pretty sure it's either Gravity Duck or Bat Country. I remember Gravity Duck. I remember that game very well. I kind of remember Bat Country. I can see a little bit of stuff in my mind. If it's the game I'm thinking of, it had kind of like a red, black, and brown color scheme to it. Gravity Duck was like blue and green, and the duck was yellow. And which one wasn't a blind Let's Play? I could see where I would think Gravity Duck should be blind. But at the same time, that might have been in the period where I preferred to play through puzzle games first so that I could get the recording time down. I'm going to say Gravity Duck, but it's probably Bat Country if not. I really love your blind LPs. Dungeon Developer was a game that I have played prior to watching your LP, so it was especially fun. Gravity Duck wasn't blind, but it was still very awesome. Yes, it was. I liked Gravity Duck. Question 12. Which of these games does not have any addendum videos? Okay, Hansel and Gretel 2 had an addendum because I needed to show one of the things I missed in the game, which I believe was giving the bone to the wolf. Epic Combo had an update where I showed a super high score that I achieved. Lamar is Going Home or Moir did not have any addendum videos. I cannot remember what game Moir was. But what would the addendum have been for Lamar is Going Home? There might have been an achievement or something that I would have gotten in Lamar is Going Home. I can't remember what Moir is. And so it's difficult to remember if there was an addendum video for that. I was hoping it would have a more obvious games that had addendums on it. All right, I'm going to say Moir because I literally cannot remember what that game is. Dang it. Try again. Oh, I got to go from the beginning? All right, 5, Ninja Glove, Nintama, 80, Fiero, Door, 5 parts, No One Has to Die, 2 seconds, This is the only level 3, Gravity Duck. So if it's not Moir, it has to be Lamar's Going Home. Yep. Gretel and Hansel I went slightly German on that one. Gretel and Hansel 2, out of all your Let's Play flashes, has the biggest amount of addendum videos. 6 videos covering everything you missed in the game the first time. Moi has 1 addendum video covering the 4 achievements you missed. And Epic Combo's addendum video was an awesome game-breaking victory. See, I got the ones I knew. I just couldn't remember what Moi was. Which of these games has a double jump? Oh my gosh. I saw Alpha Land, but I was thinking The Eye of It. Save the Company, which is the game I mentioned earlier. I can't remember what game that is. Great Game 1 Star, or Gray Story. I have played so many games that I can't remember based on the title. The titles are not what stick with me in a game. It's the game itself that sticks with me. Like, if I saw a screenshot, I might be able to figure some of these out. I say that. I honestly can't tell you that that's true either. Because when you're playing the game, your mind doesn't save them as screenshots. You remember the experience. All right, double jump. Great Game 1 Star sounds like it has a double jump. Wrong. Okay, that is not the correct answer. I cannot remember what any of these games are. It makes it difficult. Save the Company I beat in... Okay. But the game doesn't tell you that. It took Eldric quite a while to figure that out on his own. See, that's poor game design, man. What button does a true space ninja use to fire his weapon? Well, I use a controller to fire my weapon, most likely. Because I don't like using buttons to fire my weapon. And Space Ninja was the one ninja game that I couldn't remember. All right, enter is almost never the correct answer because Flash games just don't use enter. That typically is not a button that is used. So we got shift. Shift is sometimes a fire button. X is off. X and space. X space Z are general fire buttons. A true space ninja would probably use an X. Wrong. Okay, how about space? Also wrong. Try again. 5. Ninja Glove, Nintama, 80, Fiero, Door, 5. No one has to die. 2 seconds. This is the only level. Gravity Duck. Lamar is going home. Save the Company. Z. Also wrong. Wait, it says enter wrong. Is it telling me the right answer? S. S. Use space or S to fire. I will use the S for space. Oh, this is me. Use space or S to fire. I will use S for Space Ninja. You'd think that you would use space for Space Ninja, but then you're not thinking like a ninja because that is way too obvious. 2 would have 2 O's here. All right, so I did very well for like 12 questions, and now I am absolute garbage at this game. In which of these games did Eldric not speak with any accent? None of the above. It's got to be Help the Hero. Easy Joe. Easy Joe is my friend. Wow, that is not the accent that goes with that. Shame on you, mouth. Shame on you. Hello, have you met Easy Joe? Easy Joe is my friend. He is a very nice person. That's still not quite the right voice, but it's good enough. Also, Japanese IQ test, same voice. One Button Arthur was my kingly voice because I read out the King Arthur poem during One Button Arthur. So for sure, Help the Hero is the one that was not an accent. Your accents are what made Easy Joe, Japanese IQ test, and One Button Arthur really fun to watch. But I'm glad you don't use them all the time. I love listening to your natural voice. He said in this voice. Question 16. On which of these Flash games did Eldric do a full playthrough and not just a quick gameplay video? I did a full playthrough of No One Has to... Did I do a full playthrough of No One Has to Die? I did a full playthrough on Red Remover. More, I know I had to go back and do an addendum video. Robot Wants Kitty, I'm pretty sure I missed one or two of, well, maybe more than one or two, but I know I missed achievements in the video for Robot Wants Kitty. No One Has to Die, I might have omitted some of the stories because I really, really, really wanted people to go play it themselves. I wanted them to experience some of the game on their own. So I'm going to say Red Remover because I'm pretty sure I played through the entirety of Red Remover. Wrong. Okay. So then it must be No One Has to Die? No, it was Robot Wants Kitty? Was it Robot Wants Puppy? Is that the one? Or Robot Wants Ice Cream? That might be the one where I missed one of the things. 2 seconds. This is the level. Gravity Duck. Lamar's going home. Save the company. Use S. And help the hero. And so then it's Robot Wants Kitty. No. Really? It's more? How can it be more? Oh, that's right. Red Remover is not the player pack. It was the Flash sampler that also had the game with like the time travel. The videos of Robot Wants Kitty and No One Has to Die were simply demonstrations of these games, recommending viewers check them out for themselves, but not. Okay, so more. Once again, it's the game. It's the videos I literally have no recollection of that are getting me on this. Which of these endings of The Visitor Returns did Eldritch get first? Oh my gosh. Invernimation. I must have gotten invernimation, ventricle penetration, mutation, suffocation, evisceration, and decapitation. Which ending did I get first? I remember the endings, but I cannot remember the order of them. I would think mutation. Wrong. Okay, I get one more choice, and I'm going to choose invernimation because I like it. Invernimation. No. Okay, game over. Oh, man. I thought I would do better at this, but I don't watch my videos as often. Door 5. You know, is it really good, though? Is I get really good at remembering what all the answers are after you tell me. This is something that I've mentioned multiple times to people in the past. When I was in school, I would ask people to just like give me the answer, because when you give me the answer, I can work my way back to it and get an understanding. But when I have to work on getting the answer, quote unquote, the right way, which they'll tell you when I learned pedagogy, which is teaching. When they taught me how to teach, they said it's best if you let students figure it out on their own, because it's a better experience for them that way. And I think in general that that's true. But for me personally, I actually think it's better if you just give me the answer, because I work that way. I work better that way. Okay, so it's not suffocation. I refuse to admit that it's suffocation. So it's decapitation. No, it's evisceration. No. Oh my gosh, if it's suffocation, I don't even know. It's suffocation. Also, ventricle is spelled wrong in the game. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be ventricle. Yeah. Johnny is late to work. He woke up at 8. At what time did he arrive to work? Oh my gosh, Johnny is always late to work. It's just random numbers. I was going to do, for the longest time I thought about doing this, a scavenger hunt in my videos. I plan to do it somewhere around like 300 videos, I think, because there would be enough videos for me to find stuff, but not so many videos like now, where random things like this might be difficult to figure out. I specifically remember that one of the questions I wanted to ask was for a video with an ice cream cone. And at the time, I don't believe I had played Robot Wants Ice Cream yet, because I wanted the answer to that to be the DuckTales game, because in DuckTales, ice cream refills your health. And then because I remember having the thought when I played Robot Wants Ice Cream, I'm like, oh, well, that's going to ruin my DuckTales answer, because now there's a very obvious video where you can find an ice cream cone. Oh, Johnny, what time did you get to work? This would be the funniest because it gives him 5 seconds to get up and 5 minutes to get up and get to work. Let's go with the funny answer. And it's going to be the end of the quiz. Yep, I knew it. Man, why did you have to make all the questions so hard? I can't remember the trivia. Literally, trivia means things that are small and unimportant. It's why you can, it's sort of insulting to say that someone's thoughts are trivial because they're just small, unimportant thoughts. Suffocation. This one. Okay. It's the alarm clock's fault. Totally. All of these games exist, but which one did Eldric promise he would play, yet never did? I promised something? Lucky Tower 2. It's got to be Lucky Tower 2. It's not Lucky Tower 2? Easy Joe 2? Didn't I do Easy Joe 2? I'm pretty sure I played Easy Joe 2. Red Remover Player Pack 2, Pursuit of Hat 2, Screw the Nut 2. I remember Screw the Nut. I actually remember that game. Hapland. Did I promise to play Hapland? Because, man, Hapland is a difficult game. Nope, it wasn't Hapland. If it says Easy Joe 2, I'm going to feel really weird because I'm 100% sure that I played a second Easy Joe. Because I remember being upset that I went to a bunch of websites that said they had Easy Joe 2 and it wasn't Easy Joe 2. Shouldn't this be Johnny, Why Are You Late? Isn't that what the name of the game was? Red Remover Player Pack 2. Screw the Nut 2, Johnny 2. I'm going to say Easy Joe 2 because I can't imagine. So many sequels. In fact, there's a 3 and 4 out. Really? So originally, when people asked me to play Easy Joe 2, I went to Armor Games or something because they were one of the sponsors, and it wasn't on Newgrounds. And the game that they had was very much not an Easy Joe game. It was I actually played the game. It might have been Full Moon. It was a silhouette art game. It was like blue sky, like a dark blue sky and black silhouettes as the characters. And it was like a bunny shaped character, but it was not Easy Joe for sure. What game is the following quote from? It's the year 20XDX and a couple of days. All right. Robot wants kitty, puppy, fishy, or ice cream. Kitty was the first one. Puppy means it was a couple days later. I'm going to try kitty, and I'm probably going to get it wrong. Yep. Man, I was so good up front, and now I'm so bad. Fiero, door, 5. Everybody knows the answers now. You can play it with me. This one, Gravity Duck, Lamar, Save the Company, S button, Help the Hero, Moir, Suffocation. I went with the funny answer, right? Wasn't the funny answer the right one? No, it was the 10-minute one. Easy Joe 2. Robot wants puppy. No, Robot wants fishy. Yay! First game didn't have an intro. Second one took place in 20XDX. The third was in 20XDX in a couple days, and the fourth in 20XDX in a week or two. Oh my gosh, I did awful. So bad. I did, 12 questions? Was that my run before I finally died? So 12 out of 20, that's not very good. That's 60%. Lost 24 lives, 7 game overs, 1 life remaining, and extra question is correct. I got a bunch of lolcat pics. I'm in your Wikipedia editing your articles. I are crying because I are out of focus. I must go. My planet needs me. See, this is how stupid you look. There has been a failure on the internets. Lawyer cat objects to everything. It's mine. Has my name on it. Cat. ICANN has cheeseburger. Jesus cat has no interest in physics. Yar. Oh, that's cute. I like that one a lot. Lolcat uses Aurora Beam. It's super effective. Lolcat Bible. Into beginning, ceiling cat mated to skies and the earths in stuffs. Making sandwiches. Some things is harder than they look. The apocalypse is coming. We're going to need more ammo. Little emoticats. OMG. I actually watched the Angry Birds movie. It's not as bad as you think, but it's not a good movie. But the mime all throughout the movie is just like, oh my gosh. This your last chance. I's leaving right now. You can't stop me. Bye-bye. Is running away from home. Nothing can keeps me here no more. Is big kidda now. Aw. The nursery, a genuine photograph of the laughing cat. Ha ha ha! It must be so! Every mother will want one of these 5x8 photos for the nursery. Finished like the finest photographs in your home. Serious about taxes, serious about healthcare, serious about you. IR Serious Cat. This is Serious Election. This is Serious Satellite Radio. You're a great friend, but if the zombies chase us, I'm tripping you. That's racist. I can has tweets? No. Is mine, you go away. I don't want your nasty kitty kibble. Oh, hi, Mario. Is this Warp Zone? Oh, hi, Mark. Stupid movie. I hate that movie. It's not... The Room. Hovercat to base, requesting permission to land. Aw, isn't that cutesies? A ton of random Eldritch screenshots. Yeah, see, here's the games with the coolness. I kind of remember this game a little bit. This is the one about pregnancy. That's the one where you're hopping around, collecting the gold dots. And the game starts off, I think, normal. And then as you go along, you start getting to more and more decayed places. Is this the one where you throw stuff? Yeah, throwing and kicking. I don't remember the screenshots either. Oh, this is the Eye of It. The Eye in It. You have failed. This is Friday, the text adventure. This is the Goldilocks one where I got to run outside the area of the bears. Time Snail. I love Time Snail. It's one of the best games ever. Thank you for playing Alfie's Quest. Your score is 2 out of 1 billion. That's obviously Mickey Mouse Adventures. This currency nickname came from the use of deerskin as frontier money. What is a buckskin? What is a bumskin? I realize I'm leaning over to the side and I'm farther away from my microphone. I apologize. Sonic, one of my favorite games. Love that game. This is Dodgeball, also one of my favorite games on the old NES. Portal 2 with AdKit. There's... I'm like, why are we... I was the taller one, but it's because I don't have videos of it. AdKit uploaded the videos, so they're all from his perspective. Is this a button? Is this a button? What do I do with it? Oh, God. I used to know. I used to know. It's so foggy. 1213. Super Mario Brothers 2. Doki Doki Panic. I don't remember what voice this lady had, but knowing me, odds are,
you hail from Risus? My daughter will be ecstatic.
Ah, dude, your daughter sounds so hot. Spiro and Rachel. Rachel used Hyperfang. This is, I remember this game. You had to make your way through this, and you were a test subject the whole time. So they've got the little journal entries and stuff as you're going through each of the levels. This is the one where you have to kill Osama bin Laden. I remember that game. There's my mouse, because it's a mouse-driven shooter. The floor is lava. All games have to have lava, right? I can't remember the name of this game, but I remember it. You're this little dude and you had to platform about. This is Johnny, Why Are You Late? This is, I don't remember what, this is obviously me because this is my browser window and whatnot. And I took a screenshot of this picture that I think my brother sent me this picture, but I love it. There are 4 of them in this picture. Whereas historically, for real ninjas, you would just see like 4 housewives sitting around having book club, and they'd all be ninjas, and you wouldn't know. This is the Red Remover player pack because it's the Dutch Metalhead, and I remember the Dutch Metalhead. Bonus question. Match the Flash game with the ad that it appeared in. Oh my gosh. With the ad that appeared in it. What? They're all games that I don't know. I don't know. Space Ninja Save the Company. Okay, so what do you love from Google? Chicken Bash Play Now. All right, I'm pretty sure Chicken Bash Play Now was a Bobo's Big Adventure. Build your own online games at roblox.com. Join the superheroes, Marvel Superhero Squad. Gretel and Hansel Stones might have been Wizard 101. Color Mixer. I don't know. A game that the ad didn't load. Not set. Okay. Input ad for Bobby DeArrow. No, input ad for a Bobo's Big Adventure. That's going to be the Chicken Bash. Gretel and Hansel Stones, Wizard 101. Color Mixer 1.0, a video that I watched several months ago because someone left a comment and I was trying to figure out what they were talking about. Color Mixer 101. I almost wanted to say like Euro Truck Simulator, but that's not an option. Let's pretend that that's the one the ad didn't load. Space Ninja, Superhero Squad, Save the Company, Roblox, Bobby DeArrow, What Do You Love from Google? All wrong. See, I got this one right. I knew this one for sure. And I knew this one. See, the 2 that I know, the games that I actually know, I got right. So all the other ones are wrong. Okay, so we're going to just iterate through them. Save the Company, Marvel Superhero Squad, Space Ninja, Roblox. Well, that doesn't work out, right? What Do You Love from Google? Because I got 2 with Roblox. So Space Ninja. Ad didn't load. Submit. I got none of them correct again. Okay, so Bobby DeArrow is not Roblox. It's not that. So it's What Do You Love? Save the Company is Superhero Squad. No, that's the one I just had, right? Save the Company is Roblox. Space Ninja is Superhero Squad. No, we did that one already. Well, we'll try it again. Doesn't matter. And this one's Roblox. Can't have 2 that are Roblox. You are... Go back. All right, Color Mixer. All right, Save the Company. You're the one whose ad didn't load. Let's do it this way. All wrong still. Every one of them. Okay. Bobby DeArrow, your ad didn't load. Save the Company. What Do You Love? Space Ninja, ad didn't load. No, that's the one we just chose, right? You're the Roblox. No, you can't be the Roblox. All right, we got to do this a better way. Marvel. What Do You Love? Roblox. And ad didn't load. I know that's not right, but now they're all in order. So now when we... Oh, geez. We got all of them right now. Okay. Bobby's ad didn't load, and Color Mixer is the Superhero Squad. Submit. There we go. We got them all correct. And it only took 1,000,000 tries. But I will say, the 2 games that I know the videos for, I got right on the first try. Yay! Attempts 5. You've unlocked Eldric's Hotel Riddle Rant. You've unlocked Facts and Variables. Yay! I knew that there was going to be extra stuff if we actually got through that, which is why I iterated it so many times. Let's do okay. And now for the ultimate riddle. 3 people check into a hotel. Oh my God, I hate this thing. I hate this thing. They started talking to me about this when I was a kid in one of my extended learning program classes. This was one of the riddles on a card. And to this day, I have so much trouble wrapping my brain around this. I don't know what it is, and I know what the problem is. All right, let's get through this. They pay $30 to the manager and go to their room. The manager suddenly remembers that the room rate is $25 and gives $5 to the bellboy to return to the people. On the way to the room, the bellboy reasons that $5 would be difficult to share among 3 people, so he pockets $2 and gives $1 to each person. How nice of you, bellboy. I'll just take these $2 and give them $1 back each. Now each person paid $10 and got $1 back. So they paid $9 each, totaling $27. Pretty sure totaling only has one L. The bellboy has $2, totaling $29. That's also an L. So where's the missing dollar? Grr, I say to you. Okay, if you just do the math, forget about the math. Just think about what actually happened. All the money is there. And you can even cut the bellboy out of it. Each guy hands 10 $1 bills to the bank, to the manager of the hotel. The manager then hands $1 to each of the guys and $2 to the bellhop. You can cut out the bellhop, but the bellhop has to be there to take the $2. Lucky bellhop, you didn't even have to do anything. He gets a $2 tip. So there's all $30. They each pay 10. They each get $1 back, and $2 goes to the bellboy, the bellhop. And so that's it. All $30 are there. The problem comes in when you say that each person pays 10 and gets $1 back, which means they each paid 9, which is $27, and the bellboy has 2, which is 29. Okay, I already hear where the rest of the rant is, so I'm going to stop it here. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm holding my hand over the next paragraphs to block it from my vision. Yeah, but I'm going to explain it. So I'm not going to explain it. I'll just read this. The problem here is that they're combining different things together that don't belong together, because they paid $9 each, totaling $27, and the bellboy has 2, totaling $29. That's not really what happened. Remember, they paid $27. That's true, but the rate was only $25. The bellboy's $2 is actually part of the $27 that they paid, and then the other 3 are $1 that they each got back. Do you see that? So let's just say they each paid $9, totaling $27. The bellboy has 2, totaling $29. No, the bellboy does not have 2. That 2 is there in the $27. You can't add that 2 again. You're just phantom adding on top of the $27. I'm hoping I'm making this clear, because I'm only talking about this. I don't have like figures and charts and stuff. So if they paid $9, forget about the $1 refund. So forget about this $10 and $1 back. Just pretend like they each paid $9, totaling $27. 25 of that went to the hotel manager, and the other 2 went to the bellboy. $27. Now, if you want to throw the $10 into it, they each paid 10. They each got $1 back, so they each paid $9 of the 27 that they paid that is now still out there. 25 is in the hotel, 2 is at the bellboy, $27. That's what the problem is here. It's not the missing dollar. It's let's restate the problem and somehow duplicate the bellboy's other $2 and then forget that we've already given $3 back to get the $9 figure, and hence we're not totaling the 30, we're totaling the 27. I don't know if that made any sense, but there you go, rant over. To this day, I still hate that problem because I understand it and I explain it like crap. But there in the last paragraph, I get to it. You can't say they each gave 10, so that's $30 total, and then the hotel gave $2 to the bellboy, and the bellboy returned $1 each to each of the guys. So if they each got $1 back, that means they only paid 9, so that's 27. And the bellboy has 2. No, 2 of those $27 they paid is in the bellboy's hand. 25 of the $9 they each paid is in the hotel's hands. That's it. 9 times 3 is 27, which is 25 plus 2. Boom. Facts and variables. This quiz was created with ChooseYourStory.com. Due to my busy life, it took a while to create. I have registered on this website on 3/21/16. That's how long it took. Making this card was a big learning curve. I had to learn about how to handle pages, variables, restrictions, and scripting. I couldn't have done so without the help of tutorials and support from the people on the site. It only took me about 10 minutes of experimentation with the basic editor before I was able to understand it and switch to advanced editor. All this text is typed with the rich text editor. However, images do not work so well with the rich text editor, so I had to switch switch to Simple Text Editor to put the images in, and that editor uses HTML5-like coding. Wow, the Simple Editor uses HTML5 coding. I have created a PhotoBucket account just to make this project. Originally, I was going to ask Michael Gilbert to make a custom Genius test, but I had a lot of fun creating this quiz on my own. Your quiz is torturously difficult. Torturously difficult. The quiz uses 45 pages split among 4 chapters, but you can't see the chapters. They're only for the creator to keep things organized. In my original plans, each lolcat and each screenshot was going to be on its own page, but that turned out to be too complicated for me, and I wanted to get this game finished so I can share it with you already. So I decided to keep them all on one page instead. Now, let me pause here to mention, so Katie says that she created her account back in March of 2016. She did not send me the game just now. As we said in the previous video, 3 weeks ago is when she sent me a link to this, but YouTube stuck it in my spam folder. So essentially at this point, think of it as a month ago in May. So it's not that she necessarily took 2.5 months to make this, but it's still a substantial portion of time. Normally in a quiz game, each page has a name on the top, and that's how it was here during development. But since I wanted to use my own colorful titles, I made each page titled The Great Sir Eldric IV Quiz. Choose Your Story places the links at the bottom of each page. Because of that, I have decided to place the comment on the previous question at the top of each question page. I'm wondering if maybe with some scripting it was possible to place them below the question options like it was in the Genius Test series, but I still like it being on top. I think it's fine on top on the next page. The Genius Test was not exactly the same, but similar. It works out best if, for these quiz type things, maybe it's best, excuse me, it's 11 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock here, but I'm tired. If you click the answer and it's right and it puts the information below, that's one thing. But if you're going to advance to the next page, obviously having it at the top is a little bit better than having it at the bottom, because if it's at the bottom of the new question, you have to look down past all that information, the question and its answers, to get to the extra information. So I think aesthetically, it makes more sense for it to appear at the top of the page if it's on the page with the next question. The form that you can use to leave a comment on the story game is part of Choose Your Story engine. So just know that I didn't create the page where you are able to enter the comment, and the engine doesn't actually have features for entering text or choosing options from list boxes on normal pages. I had to retype the previous 2 facts because I forgot to save the changes before closing the editor window. That's awful. Every story game created with Choose Your Story comes with a hard-coder variable called score. It cannot be removed even if you're not using it. I'm not, so I have it set to 100. Speaking of variables, with it 2 E's, here are all the variables used at their current values. Dun da da da. Yep. I did awful. Oops, over here. Return. All right, so we've gone through all that. We will quit game and leave a comment. You will be taken to a forum where you can rate the game and leave a comment. After that, the game will end. You will not be able to view other puzzles unless you replay the game. Really quit the game? Yes, we will quit the game. We will rate this as an 8 because it will bring you enlightenment. Oh, even better than Reese's Cups. That's right. Now, are these the standard options or did you make these up, Katie? Because these are pretty good options. So if you made them up, that's even cooler. Oh, the author will not see my individual rating? Well, yeah, she will, because she's watching this video, stupid. ChooseYourStory.com. You don't know what you're talking about. Bam. Sir Eldric IV. Email, optional. Nope. Great quiz. 10 out of 10. Stumped me, but good. Submit comment. You've done the author and the community a great service. You are a hero unto us all. And there you go. Oh, and you get to see my comment right here, except it's cut off by the screen. Oh my gosh, I have talked so much that my voice hurts. My voice hurts. Speaking now hurts because I've been going for an hour. Until next time, bye-bye.